Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Hello everybody, welcome to the Solo Muso YouTube channel. My name is Laura Wyatt and today we're going to be learning how to play Dancing in the Moonlight by Toploader. So this arrangement is quite a chill version. It's the kind of thing that I would do in a wedding reception in the afternoon or in a hotel or in a restaurant, something like that. So something where they want the vibe to be just a little bit more ambient and chill. You're going to need a capo on the 3rd fret for this version of the song. That keeps it in the same key as the original. So obviously if you've got a bit of a higher voice and you want to sing it a little bit higher, I tend to play this usually in the 6th fret. I'll play it on the 3rd fret for today so that we can all be on the same page. If you want to follow along with the chords, I've made a chord chart and you can find that in the description. There is a link to that. So let's get started with this. So the song is pretty simple in terms of chords. It's got one sequence of chords that just rolls around for the entire song. So the verse, the chorus, the instrumental, it's all the same. So the first chord is an F major 7. So we're playing that in the open position. So it's just like a regular F chord, except we're not flattening down this first finger. We're going to hop up onto our fingertip so that we can get this E string open. From the F major 7, we move 2 frets up, literally just slide that whole shape 2 frets up, and then we've got our G6. From here we're going to play a C chord, just a regular open C major. Then we've got a G over B, so our ring finger is coming to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and our index finger is coming to the 5th string in the 2nd fret. And we're just going to play the middle 4 strings, so miss out the E's on either side, and then you've got your G over B. Then it's an A minor, and then it's a G. And to be honest, the G, all you really need is this finger up here, because you're playing that low G there, and then those open 3 strings, the 2nd string, 3rd string, and 4th string, to make a G chord. That's the entire song. Okay, so you could just vamp around on that if you just want to play a nice, simple, kind of straight version. We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. And then the same for the chorus. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. So if you want to learn the riff, then the reason that I've put the capo on the 3rd fret and I'm using these particular shapes is because it makes the riff so darn easy. Because it's basically just arpeggiating through that first chord. So finding our F major 7, finding your 4th string with your thumb, and then using your fingers to get the next 3 strings, and we arpeggiate. Do, 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 do. Easy peasy. Do, 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 do. Just play that top string twice, and then we slide it all up to the G6, play all of those 4 strings. So we've got do, 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 do. The do, 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 do. You can either use this open E string and then flatten it down, then come back up to the 2nd string and then to your C chord, or instead of having that 1st string open, you can put your little finger down on the 2nd string. It's the same note. I find it just makes it a little bit smoother to go then to flatten, then to come back up, take your little finger off. And I know that seems like it's more things to do. For some reason it feels a bit easier to me. Then the next bit going to play our third string open, then the first string open, then we go to that G over B, then the open E again, then that third string open again, then your A minor. How's your brain? Let's do that again. So, open third string, open first string, G over B, open E, open third string, A minor, we've got our ring finger here on the note A, so we're playing that on the third string, then taking it off, putting it back on, and then the C, so where your first finger is on this second string in the first fret. Da, 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 da. And you'll notice that when we're doing this riff, we're not actually ending up going to that G, because we're kind of hanging on that A minor for that last little da 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 da, and then we come back around again. Then we go into the verse. We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright. And that's why I sing it in the 6th fret, because it makes it a little bit more accessible for my voice. When you get to the chorus, it's the same chords again. The only time it will then change is when you're doing the instrumental. So if you want to keep it simple, just do a little instrumental using those chords. Easy peasy. If you want to do something that sounds similar to the instrumental that the organ part is playing on the original recording, the Toploader recording, then it's pretty much based around the same chords. So we're starting with this F major 7, but actually we're going to add our little finger here in the 3rd fret, because that gives us that. So, and then if you listen to the original recording, while that is holding on, the chords change underneath, so you get. Okay, so we're going to play that first chord with that little finger there, but then we're going to move up to where our G6 would be, put your little finger down there, and then take it off. Or you could. I don't like doing that because then you end up with this note in there. So put your little finger down. Then little finger on the first string. Then we're going to find a C chord, but we're going to do it like a bar chord shape, because we're going to move down, and you'll see what I mean. So we're going to go. So we're playing the A string and the B string together, and then coming down to that 3rd string, and then muting it. Then we're going to slide down 1 fret and make a minor shape. So this is going to be a B minor, and do the same thing with this hand. And technically, this finger's not necessary, but it just makes it easier to just go with shapes that feel familiar. So we're going to go major shape, minor shape, then A minor, same thing again with this hand, and then up to your G, and again you only really need this 1 finger on there, okay, and all you're doing there with this hand is it's the same rhythm, you're just hopping your thumb up to the E string, but the other 2 fingers stay on the same strings. So we've just done recap time. Recognize it? So then the next bit, we're going to this F major 7 again, but what I like to do is add my thumb over the top here on this note F, so we're getting getting that little bassiness in there, because in that instrumental it really feels like everything in the bass line just like moves down. Then we're coming up to the G6 and move that bass line with you. So bring your thumb to that 3rd fret. And then we're going to add our little finger on here again to find that note. So that little twiddle there, we've done our Fmaj7 with the low F and then sliding it up to get the G6 with the low F. And then we're adding our little finger onto the E string. And then we're gonna slide using the ring finger from the 4th fret to the 5th fret. Then bring the middle finger one note, one string above that. So slide 4th to 5th, middle finger down. Then we're going to go 1st finger on the 2nd string, and then 3rd string open to the C chord. Little recap from the Fmaj7 with the low F in it. Yeah? So when you come back to this C, you want to try and get that high E in there. Then to your G over B. Then hit that high E string in the transition between that chord and your A minor. Then you're going into the kind of bridgey verse. We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. After that, then you get the chorus again. So you could just play the chords straight for this last chorus, or you could pull out some notes from the chord and make it a little bit fancier if you wanted to, especially if you're not the person singing. So if you're playing in a duo and you've got somebody else singing, then you could add that riff in again. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a... So at the very end, all I like to do is go back to that intro riff. And then on the second time round, slow it down. And then just end on a nice cheesy resolved C. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So don't forget, if you want to follow along with the chords, you can grab the chord chart from the link in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a little thumbs up and follow this channel for more guitar tutorials. I'm going to start adding some vocal tutorials as well. If you're interested in hearing some of my original music, you can find me at Laura Wyatt Music on YouTube. If you fancy learning how to play a jazzy version of Valerie, then you can check out that video right there. And I'll give you a nice chill lounge ambient version of Valerie for your learning pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.